ago, in the sweltering heat of Sydney's ANZ Stadium, Ben Hunt stood at the precipice of glory. The 2015 NRL Grand Final between the Brisbane Broncos and the North Queensland Cowboys had been a brutal, seesaw battle, tied at 16-16 after 80 minutes. As Golden Point extra time began, Hunt, the young halfback for the Broncos, prepared to receive the kickoff. The ball sailed high, and under the blinding lights, he positioned himself perfectly, or so he thought. In a split second, the Steeden slipped through his fingers, bouncing forward into the arms of a Cowboys player. The crowd gasped in unison, a collective heartbreak echoing through the arena. Jonathan Thurston, the Cowboys' legendary halfback, seized the moment, slotting a field goal from 40 metres out to seal a 17-16 victory. Hunt crumpled to the turf, his face buried in his hands, as the Cowboys erupted in celebration. That drop ball became an indelible scar on his career, replayed endlessly on highlight reels and dissected in pubs across Australia. Critics labelled him a choker, fans whispered about curses, and Hunt himself carried the weight like an invisible backpack. For months, he avoided mirrors, unable to face the man who had let down City. Brisbane, a rugby league powerhouse starving for a premiership since 2006, saw their drought extended, and Hunt became the unwitting villain in their narrative. Yet, amid the despair, a fire ignited within him, a quiet resolve to rewrite his story. He trained harder, studied footage obsessively, and vowed that one day, he would return to this stage, not as the GOAT, but as the hero. The loss taught him resilience, turning pain into purpose. Over the next decade, Hunt's journey twisted through triumphs and trials, but that fateful night in 2015 remained the anchor, pulling him toward redemption. As he lay awake in hotel rooms on away games, the echoes of that drop haunted his dreams, fueling a quest that would span a decade in the years following the 2015 debacle. Ben Hunt's career took him away from Brisbane, seeking solace and success elsewhere. He signed with the St. George Illawarra Dragons in 2018, where he quickly established himself as a reliable playmaker and leader. Under coaches like Paul McGregor and later Anthony Griffin, Hunt donned the captain's armband, guiding the team through inconsistent seasons marked by flashes of brilliance. He earned State of Origin caps for Queensland, proving his mettle on the biggest interstate stage, including a heroic intercept try in the 2022 decider that helped secure a series win. Yet, the shadow of 2015 lingered. Every missed field goal or crucial error drew comparisons to that grand final blunder. Hunt faced personal challenges too: contract disputes, injuries, and the relentless scrutiny of the media. In 2020, during the COVID-disrupted season, he led the Dragons to a respectable finish, but premiership glory eluded him. By 2023, rumours swirled of a return to Brisbane, where the Broncos were rebuilding under Kevin Walters. Hunt, now in his early 30s, pondered the poetic justice of it all. He had matured, evolving from a raw talent into a seasoned veteran with over 300 first-grade games under his belt. His kicking game sharpened, his vision on the field expanded, and his leadership inspired younger players. Off the field, Hunt became a family man, drawing strength from his wife and children, who reminded him that rugby was just a game, albeit one that defined his identity. Still, the unfinished business gnawed at him. In interviews, he spoke candidly about the mental toll of 2015, admitting it took therapy and time to process. "It's part of who I am," he'd say, "but it doesn't define me." As the Dragons faltered in 2024, Hunt requested a release, setting the stage for a homecoming. Brisbane welcomed him back, not as the kid who dropped the ball, but as the prodigal son ready to lead them to the promised land. The fans, ever forgiving, chanted his name during pre-season trials, sensing that his experience could be the missing piece in their puzzle. Hunt's redemption quest, simmering for nearly a decade, was about to boil over the 2025 season dawned with Ben Hunt back in Broncos colours, a move that electrified the rugby league world. At 35, he partnered with young guns like Ezra Mam and veteran Adam Reynolds, forming a dynamic spine that propelled Brisbane up the ladder. The team started strong, winning 10 of their first 12 games, with Hunt's precise kicking and calm decision-making key to their success. Memories of 2015 resurfaced during a round 15 clash against the Cowboys, where Hunt nailed a last-minute field goal to win 22-21, exorcising some ghosts in Townsville as finals approached. The Broncos secured a top 4 spot, and Hunt's leadership shone in the qualifying final against Penrith, where he orchestrated a comeback from 12 points down. "This is my time," he declared in a pre-finals presser, his eyes steely with determination. The media dubbed it Hunt's redemption tour, and fans packed Suncorp Stadium, waving banners that read "Ben's back for glory." But challenges arose. A minor hamstring strain in Week 2 of finals forced him to the sidelines briefly, testing the team's depth. Upon return, he delivered a masterclass in the preliminary final against Melbourne, setting up 3 tries and booting a golden point field goal to send Brisbane to the grand final. Opponents respected him, coaches praised his evolution, and even Thurston, now retired, sent a message of support. "You've earned this, mate." Hunt's preparation was meticulous. He visualized the kickoff reception hundreds of times, turning fear into focus.